Yeah, I'm kinda glad to be back. I'm still in the middle of After the Storm. So yeah, that's a bad way to stop. A bad place to stop. So because it's been so long, I just give a recap of what I'm playing and where we are right now. Right now I'm playing After the Storm, which is a sequel of Invasion from the Unknown. In Invasion from the Unknown, the elves of, it's after the fall, a long time after the fall, when the Wesnoth Empire sent a third sun into the sky, which happened to crash down instead. So, which of course happened to destroy the kingdom of Wesnoth and ruined the vast swaths of the continent. Yeah, because the side effect was the second sun that they had shot up earlier was driven out of position in a way, creating a longer night and a longer day. Well, making sure that the land dries out, which is bad. And hi Yutena, thanks for coming. So anyway, in Invasion from the Unknown, the elves, the last surviving elves, forest elves, are attacked by an unknown enemy, Invasion from the Unknown, and make their way to flee, and also try to find an ancient power of the people, the Lady of Light, with the help of a necromancer called Malkesha, which most of you should know, and hype Cat Begamot. So yeah, they managed to do that. They have to escape once again from the Chaos Empire though, only managing to make the getaway by sacrificing one of their important members, the one that was like a mother to the leader of the elves. So in the second part, they arrive at a somewhat safe place in northern countries where the greenery has begun to come back, unlike the desert that was surrounding the home of the elves. And there they find a place for their people. They also convinced this country to declare war on the Chaos Empire and embark on a mission to defeat the leader of the Chaos Empire, so it would fall apart without his leadership. Said leader turns out to be the Lord of Darkness, I think. Yeah, Master of Darkness, that's the word. Who was the lover of the Lady of Light. They kill him though. Hello, Mary Renko. And yeah, we are finally on episode 2, scenario 8. I'm just giving a recap of the whole story. So they managed to kill him. Almost everyone that was with them dies. And yeah, then After the Storm, episode 1 starts. They first of all have to make it back to the northern country because they're still behind enemy lines. They make it back only to find out the elves are in a civil war, killing each other and innocents, and they're getting banished, basically destroying all the work they did in the previous campaign in Invasion from the Unknown. Then they embark to the Queen of Isle, where the Queen of live, Dr. Null, find out a bit more about the Chaos Empire, and Gallus dies after they get back to the main continent. Elinia, that's the Lady of Light, and Malkesha go on to destroy a super secret weapon that's very important to the Chaos Empire, but in the process Malkesha perishes as well. Elinia manages to teleport out with a somewhat unstable spell, getting here to the first scenario of After the Storm, episode 2. She reappears months and almost a year later, instead of just somewhere else, but she literally teleported through time and space. So on the way to Raelflin, they pick up an ally. They ally with a demon lord that's against Uria instead of her. Uria is, by the way, the big bad evil guy in this story. Or one of the big bad evil guys. So pick up another fairy, they ally with a demon lord, and they find out that there is a faction of elves actually allied with the Chaos Empires, standing against everything they fought for. So they move onto them to subjugate them, to stop potentially this disastrous war, both for the people of the north and for the elves. And they finally arrived. They have crossed the desert, they had to fight through the first northern frontier. And now, they are where it all began, in the Valley of Olinia, the home of the last forest elves, where they fled from ages ago, in the first campaign. And here we go. The 8th scenario of After the Storm. The Ruby of Fire. A great energy condenser of uncertain origin, used by humans throughout Earth's history, as both a symbol of power and a catalyst to exert control over all within their reach and beyond. Through abuse of this artifact, our world was made susceptible to corrupting influences from other realms. Now that we are without a necromancer, using its dangerous power to command the minions left behind by Zinara is the only option we have left if we want to have a chance to vanquish the Imparter despite our small numbers. But who is she in truth? Up to this point, I've broken more rules than is acceptable for any elf or human. First, the Ruby. Then I chose Agin of all people to be my ally and lover, and asked him to help me learn to use the artifact's power more effectively. I asked him to teach me the basics of this forbidden magic, and only my fear deterred me from delving deeper. Had I not, I probably wouldn't be here writing these words. Then I joined the Empire of Wesnoth as an advisor against the wishes of the Callian, who only realized the benefits much later. But eventually, I was betrayed by the humans. I turned my back on the world, and unknowingly left my kinsmen and Westmere to be caught in Zango's trap at the onset of the end. Perhaps, if I hadn't broken so many runes before, none of that would have ever come to pass. Our alliance with Malkasia in this era was not my choice, however. Gallus and Delinde knew well what it entailed, and opted for a desperate solution to a desperate situation. But now, I appear to be following the same logic, commanding the dead with a power that was meant to be purged from this world long ago. It seems selfish, and others could misinterpret my actions. I no longer command the Union, and now that I'm about to confront our enemy, while leading my own army of darkness. It would be no exaggeration to say that the true Lady of Light is, in fact, another Imparter. Someday all of this will be over, and I will be able to distance myself from civilization again. But for now, I must fight, and afterwards, I must recover that journal. Episode 2, Scenario 8, and then there was chaos. Sirs, the Imparter has arrived with the army. The northern defense line is... Ha! Ha! That is no army. I thought the northern elves would be more kind to this so-called savior. Ha! Behold, the usurper arrived to challenge us in our own headquarters. What a pitiful affront! To arms! Take her down, bring me her head and the staff she stole from me. Yes, my lady. As you command, my lady. They seem quite loyal to her despite the state of their home. Indeed, something is seriously amiss about these elves. If only we could prove she is the imposter, perhaps they would then listen to reason. What do you suggest, my lady Ilinia? Stay clear of her and allow me to confront her by myself. Very well. And then there was chaos. Alinea must defeat a false Lady of Light by herself, defeat all other enemy leaders, and defeat conditions are the false Lady of Light gets killed by a different unit, so it wouldn't be quite as convincing that she's an imposter. Then they have Alinea, Anya, and Durvan, despite here having just a loyal marker here. Also, I couldn't help but notice that there's only one viewer now instead of 3, and I'm wondering if my connection like died or something, or I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Here's Cat Begamot, W Battle for Wesnoth, and beyond that I don't think I've got anyone named yet. So if you want a unit named after yourself, there's still place for you. Space for you, that's the word. So, and of course, I'm still playing Tinkerbell, so only loyal, only fairies. Okay, so for now the number is up to 3 again. I don't know why. Okay, so Mary Renko wants to have a unit. I can do that. Just need to wait for my turn. Also, what is this? Looks scary. It's a war drone. So Cat Begamot, Warby, there's one for you. Okay, your turn at 2. Then I did write this correctly, right? Like if I made a mistake or a typo, just feel free to tell me your tender, like this for example. Tender. Yeah, the war drone is actually not that dangerous. Like see, it deals 6 damage per hit to foul spirits, 5 damage, 5 damage. So yeah, I can neutralize it. I can neutralize the damage, and I'm glad about having written it correctly, Mary Renko. Not sure if about my pronunciation though. So I want to crush one of them as soon as possible, and I think I actually should go for this one because this one has ways to damage me. This one not so much. Yeah, 11-5 is scary if you're not playing Tinkerbell, especially if you've got skeletons who would just get crushed because it's impact damage. Like, see how much resistance does he have? Minus 10%, I think he's still off quite well. Undead, like Banebow for example. Impact minus 20%, that's still up to 13 times 5 damage. Yep, I think the tankist Yutena is right. The tankiest undead unit has 65 hit points, and a war drone deals up to 65 damage to say undead. So yeah, they could one-shot them. So I just have to wait a bit. Actually, what time of day it is? First morning, that's perfect. I've got a long time to wipe them out before it's night and they could be dangerous. So I'm glad about that. So Durvan, get some XP for you, I guess. Also, of course, I wanna occupy the forest tiles, because that's where I'm strongest. Also, of course, Alinea. Alinea is a healer, so I'm putting her on that village. Also die. Anya doesn't need a healer because she is a nightshade. No, because she has what's the word called? Durvan is not level 1, Durvan is level 2. The poacher would be the level 1 version. So like I'm just guessing you were confused there, Yutenda. Anyway, so yeah, she has regeneration, so she doesn't need a healer, and my forest spirits heal on wood, on forests. Kinda makes sense. It's the Sylvan essence, the Sylvan spark they have. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that bow you picked up and like 2 scenarios ago. By the way, I think I also always go with Ranger because, well, it's tankier and... yeah, tankier, that's pretty much all I want. And hi, Inky. Do you also want a unit? Remember you left your last unit in the previous episode, which is like a long time ago. Yep. Right, I'm not sure does the Trapper have a new sprite? Like I've been on 1.15 quite a while ago. Oh, and yeah, Catbang what is right. The Ranger has also very nice movement options, like only one movement point in forest, and I think hills as well. Actually, let's check. Hills. Yep, only one movement point. Sure. Okay, not a forest spirit. This time Inky. I can do that. And I really need to wipe them out as fast as possible. There we go. That's Inky now. Like... so first of all, die. So yeah, I cannot take this forest hex, and glad that this Max is so happy to be named after, to be given a false spirit. I can't take this forest hex because he can reach me, which would be bad, or at least very hurtful. Yeah, hurtful is a nice word for it. So of course I could go melee against them, but let's be honest, this would not be smart. So let's not do that. The Lady of Light. Why? Because, well, he was literally killed by the Lady of Light, who's supposed to protect them. But yeah, they've been brainwashed, so there is no helping there. There's no helping for killing them. Also, by the way, I kinda need to kill this one, so they can't attack my fire fairies, who are a bit vulnerable to this kind of damage. To berserk damage. So Inky, there you are. Then of course I could go for an easy mark, but no, wait, I'm killing this one because he's skirmisher and can attack her, which I would rather avoid, and everyone else can easily tank that and force a drone anyway. So I'm fine. And actually already 6 viewers. That's nice. Makes me glad. So yeah, the Mystics and the Invokers are there Invokers? Chaos Invokers indeed. Are somewhat of... oh damn, I got a poisoned. I kinda forgot about that. The Invokers are somewhat a problem together with the Echoes because they deal arcane damage, which is one of the few things that can hurt me. So, linear first thing, move into the village and also go for the drain attack. If it had hit, it would have of course drained some health, accelerating her healing, which would have been quite nice. Oh no. Okay, that's a fail. This one I'm just gonna slow and not bother with them. Then be gone. Okay, maybe not. Oh, come on. Then wipe them out. Like if the option is between attacking a new unit and wiping out an old one, always kill the old one. Unless there's some disadvantages to the terrain. So I don't need to go back to a village, I can just heal over there with a linear. Ouch, okay, but it's the only one that can attack. I'm more worried about the Chaos Invokers. Yeah, and the Echoes. Like especially the Dexterous ones, they deal 7 damage per hit. while the non-dexterous ones only deal like 5, which is far more tolerable. So, I kinda remember the last time I played this scenario, I kinda got wiped out. I think I mean, I must have done something wrong. Whoops. Please don't die. Like, apparently I'm doing something wrong right now as well, so there's that. I think I just didn't have enough. No. Oh well. It's a shame, but I think I should be able to live with that. Oh, still hurts though. Still hurts a lot. So, remove as many of them as possible. First of all, this one has to go, of course. Then this is actually pretty dumb idea because I moved him into line of fire. But for now, I'm just gonna test if that's gonna work. Yes, that one, this one might level up, but whatever, that's not a priority. These guys are a priority. This one might actually be dead. Unless I get him out because the Chaos Inwalkers are close by. Also kinda nice that I get to level up so many of them right now. Like this, I guess. Then save, 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 and let's see how badly I messed up. Let's hope this guy doesn't die, because after all he's named and it's... Oh, okay, so the elves sort of protect me from getting attacked there. Like, for example, here. Even if the League Leader moved, like Catbagger just said in his playthrough, he never left his keep. But even if he left his keep, he couldn't attack me now because the hex is blocked by that Elvish Archer. So, like, they are also blocked from attacking from other units, which is great for me. Ouch. So Durvan kinda needs a kill right now. This one has to go die as well. Damn it. Then I have to kill this one, of course. Otherwise I'm kinda in trouble. Okay. So we've got this. Then okay, maybe he doesn't especially need a kill, he's fine the way it is. Great. He's next to a healer, that's pretty much all we need anyway. I can't really get to those, I would love to wipe them out before they can attack me. But I guess I just have to do with wiping out everyone else. Also I wanted force tags. No. Like, actually pretty good odds for surviving that. Still, damn, okay, even better odds now. I think it's guaranteed that that rivalry is going to survive. But whoa, that was an oversight. I really should have used Zone of Control to keep him safe there. And I completely forgot. Okay. I gotta say this is going pretty well. I lost one Force Spirit when I didn't pay attention, but beyond that, nice. Die. Then he can get a kill now. She's gonna take the village first. This one. Perfect. And there's the ranger. So, die. So, I think I'm gonna send 2 forest spirits over to wipe them out. Also to take a couple of villages. Then this one gets a healer. This one gets a healer as well. This one takes a kill. And yep. That happened. Nice. So those guys can just take the villages to deny them gold. Like, they still got so many villages that they have a decent amount of income. But I can at least try to deny as much as possible. And another forest spirit. So yeah, and Derwin is finally tanking for all he's worth. Which is nice. And yeah, here you see the slow is really only on melee as it was described when you picked up that weapon. So I'm sending those 3 forest spirits to take this one out. It shouldn't be too hard, because honestly he's weak against forest spirits. Or rather, forest spirits are strong against him. I'm not complaining for sure. Then I can afford to tank this one now. I'm not gonna go over here because then the war drone can attack as well, and the 2 damage together might be too much for me. So, and I would rather avoid that, honestly. Okay, fail. Then die. And die. Yep, I'm fine. That works. Okay, so he didn't leave his keep, so I guess I'm going on to trigger the war drone next. Also get a level up for her. More damage, of course, like why not? And move the Linya over there to take part in murdering that leech. Die. Okay, this one has to go down first. These guys I can move around a bit because there's forest hexes around, so they can heal basically on the way. Boom. Burn. Oh, I'm gonna fight the sentry drone, but I don't have to fight that prowler right now. Just not necessary. And as you can see, I'm totally crushing him. At least during daytime. I've got one more turn of daytime. I think I can take the Gut Wrencher Imp and the Ancient Leech over there. Should be possible. So yeah, he left his keep once she was, my unit was on. Nah, whatever. Worth the sacrifice still sucks. So first of all, this guy needs to be slowed, otherwise he's just gonna wipe me out in retaliation. Actually, yes, I should have done it to begin with. Like, slow him before I move anyone close. Then I don't really have to kill him right now, it would be a waste of XP, so I do not kill him. Not yet, anyway. So I'm just gonna already tank those guys, and yep. So if I take the keep, this one is gonna get involved, and I don't want that. I really don't need that. So I'm just gonna leave him there and ignore him. But really, those 2 losses when at least the second loss was certainly not necessary. That was just me overextending. Ouch. Whatever. I'm protected. Yep, and she beats someone else up. So Anya gets the kill, because why not? Then I'm just keeping this one around for now, slowed, so I can hopefully feed a kill to Illunia. That would be quite nice. Then I've got her like this. Yeah, I think that's the best I can do zone of control wise. Like at least if I have to account for both of them. Yep, that works for me. And first of all, the drone has to go. Yep. Like it's very limiting that I have to avoid this one still. Actually, I'm gonna go heal. Attacking me during nighttime is possible, but too costly. Okay, I'm still alive, that's great. Then weaken this one so I can actually take him down instead of getting killed myself. So yeah, that was risky. And wait a moment. Not because I missed, but if I can... Yep, I can reach. And getting the 24 HP hit point. Not HP, but... wait, he's poisoned? I didn't notice. The 24 XP would be nice. Of course, as we saw, I was gonna miss anyway. But that was not the reason why I loaded, so I wouldn't change that outcome. So this village belongs to no one, so I'm not gonna bother stealing it in a way. Yep, just gonna put it down there. Just gonna leave it alone. I'm into positive income anyway, so that's great. So I'm just gonna finish this one off with the Nightshade's help. Like, Anya is the only one in my team that's chaotic. So she deals a lot of damage during nighttime. And I can make use of that. At least, I should try to make use of it. Well, that's good enough. They are almost wet. Can I get? Nope. Was wondering if I could get to the unit, then I could have tried to drain them instead of having to just heal all the hit points. So this one is another problem. Once more, lots of arcane damage. Illunia is still not quite healed, so that's gonna be nasty. So yeah, the Prowler is not really a problem for me, but he would have been annoying and I wanted to avoid that. So now that the enemy leader is almost dead, I can ignore him for now. Actually, I'm out of there because he can deal quite a bit of damage and he's got Skirmisher, so I can't evade him. So when he gets to me, it hurts. So let's do it like this instead, just wear this one down a bit more. Prowler can't do anything against the Forest Spirits in, so that's alright. So, and there is a chance to drain someone. Nice. This one. Then how much damage is that? 12 damage per hit, and that's too much. No thanks. Right, Durvan, by the way, can go over there and get the villages. And damn, that income is annoying. So yeah, and that's what I meant with the Prowler not being able to do anything. So let's see, what are the odds of me getting that kill without dying as it is? pretty good. What are the odds of me accidentally killing them? Way too high, so let's do like this first. Like, I can accept a 1.4 chance of death. So, and die. Please. Thank you. So I'm gonna go over there. How much damage now? 10 damage. I can take that. Yep. This one can't reach over there, so that's fine. And these guys are just moving onto the forest so they can heal a bit and still be in range to attack them. Okay. He didn't dare to attack me anyway, so that's great. And like, I really remember the last time I played this, or this second to last maybe. I ended on turn 38. I had only level 1 units I recruited fresh in that scenario. No, I want that XP. So yeah, I really was not doing great. I did get through though. And I discovered a bug which I could report, so that's nice too. Yep. Protect the Lady of Light! And he died. Yep, villages and stuff, and yeah, some healing. Like, I need to be careful around her. That's fake Lady of Light, because she does deal quite a bit of damage. Arcane damage, to be precise, which is the problem. Which happens to be the problem. Well, Anya has regenerate, so it really doesn't matter where she is, just that she's around. Burn. Yeah, it went nicely. So I think there is some defense guys that come out at some point. So let's advance slowly, carefully. I can take my time. This time I really can afford it. I think he summons them, maybe. By the way, this castle's or this keep is called Tehiol's Hold, and Tehiol was the one elf that led the forest elves back then after the fall to this one valley. Just a bit of sort of history stuff. So Limia failed to finish him off, so I'm gonna give this to Anya, I guess. Nope, doesn't trigger anything, so it really should be related to the leader, if there are any of those guys. Okay, so I'm close enough to winning this. And I'm killing this one to get some XP. Just as a very slight spoiler, once I take down the Lady of Light, any elvish unit on the map turns to my side. So theoretically I would want to leave that one alive. Practically, I'm playing Tinkerbell meters, so I do not care about them at all. So as you can see, apparently units that are not a linear can't hit her. Like, see? I just miss. Which is quite annoying, honestly. So yeah, I rather wait a bit and fully heal first. Where's the last village? Oh, down there. Totally overlooked that one. Okay, so let's start hitting her. So yeah, this is just a 1 versus 1. I shall never be defeated by vile imposters like you! Do you truly believe your own lies? Why don't you show these elves what you are capable of? You great powers of the Lady of Light! Who are you? And why are you posing as me? Your hand is his hand. I shall not answer. Girds, kill her. Also, I don't have to kill her, so just get her down through some health. Back, you fools! And summonings the powers of the Lady of Light. What is this? She emanates such a radiant light. What are we doing? Do not hesitate! Kill her! Now! Who should we trust? My lady! Elinia! The Lady of Light! I remember you! No. We have been deceived. No! What have we done? This is not over yet. Please. The false Lady of Light has escaped. That fiend retreated into the Jack's alive. Her crimes against the unity of the elf civilization must not go unpunished. I shall pursue her underground if need be. My lady, we cannot let you go underground alone. It's become an exceedingly dangerous place since the new hive was completed. We haven't seen him or her ourselves yet, but the humans have been spreading rumors of the arrival of a powerful ally of the imposter. They might be awaiting you. My lady, I mean Elinia, let us go with you, please. If there's anything we can do to try to amend our grave mistake, let's go together. And that's a scenario. So that wasn't as exhausting as I thought. So I think I can play the next scenario after, just after this one. But for now, I'm gonna take a 10-minute break to eat something and to drink something. So see you in 10 minutes.